So glad that you're here. Besides the welcome video on the welcome page, this is the first video that you should watch because it demonstrates how to do the basic procedure, which is what you will use to address your emotional issues. Okay, here's how it goes. You start out tapping on the karate chop point of your hand right here while stating your setup phrase. There is a written instruction on how to construct your setup phrase. Basically, it goes like this. Even though I have this, fill in the blank, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I forgive myself. Sometimes I add, and I forgive anyone else who may have contributed to this problem. You say your setup phrase 3 times while tapping the karate chop point. The next point you go to is the top of the head. If you were to run a string from the tops of both of your ears straight up, that would be the spot. Group your fingers together so that you're covering a larger area. You can even do it in a little circle. You just want to kind of cover that general area. That's the top of the head point. Next, you go to the middle of your forehead, basically your third eye point. Tap with 2 or 3 fingers, whatever's comfortable for you. Any of the tapping points you want to do vigorously. You don't want to just go, and you don't want to pound on yourself either, but a vigorous tapping. So after the center of the forehead is the eyebrow, the beginning of the eyebrow point. It's not the middle of the bridge of your nose, it's the beginning of the eyebrow. Again, 2 fingers, if that's comfortable for you. The next point is the side of the eye. Not way over here on your temple, side of the eye, right where the ridge of that bone is. Just don't poke yourself in the eye. Tap right there. You can do 1, 2 fingers, whatever's comfortable for you there. Again, tapping a little bit vigorously. The next point is under the eye, which is the middle, straight under the eye. Again, close to the eye, kind of on the ridge of that bone again. Tap there. You don't want to be down here on your cheek, right up here next to your eye. The next point is under the nose. Pretty self-explanatory, directly under your nose. You can do 2 fingers like this, you can do like this, however's comfortable for you. The next point is called the chin point, but it's not actually on your chin. It's really in the dip in between your lip and your chin, that little crevice there. You tap a couple of fingers or like this, however's comfortable for you to do. The next point is called the collarbone point. This is the one that most people kind of have a hard time with at first. The way to find it is find the notch between your collarbones. You've got a little U-shaped notch in there. Go down about 1 inch and over about 1 inch. It's not directly on your collarbone. It's where the collarbone and first rib come together. And you'll tap there, again, vigorously. Some people do this just to cover the whole general area, and that's fine too if that's comfortable for you. The next spot is under your arm, which is not actually in your armpit, but for ladies it's about where the bra strap goes across. And some people reach across like this and do the opposite side. For those of us a little bigger in the bust area, it's easier to kind of do the same side, and you can rub it vigorously instead of tapping it, or you can tap it if it works for you. And that's pretty much the whole circuit, and then you go back up to the top of the head and do another round. You only do the karate chop and the setup phrase at the beginning of your particular session that you're working on. And then you'll stop and reevaluate, and once you start up again, you want to do that again, but you can just do several rounds before you go back to doing the setup phrase. That's it. That's the basic procedure. It's really pretty easy. So I'll just do a mock one for weight loss, even though I'm overweight. So we'll start here. Even though I'm overweight, I still deeply and completely love myself, accept myself for who I am, and I forgive myself for being overweight. Even though I'm overweight, I still deeply and completely love myself, accept myself for who I am, and I forgive myself for being overweight. And we'll do that one more time. Now in the ones that you're going to be tapping along with me, I will pause and let you repeat after me. So let's try that. Even though I'm overweight, then you say it. I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I forgive myself for being overweight. I am overweight. I'm fat. I've been fat my whole life. Makes me sad to be overweight. It's got to be my own fault, right? I'm really fat. I'm very overweight. I hate being overweight. I just really hate being fat. That's just an example. We'll get very, very specific. That's a very general thing. That really wouldn't have much effect, just saying I'm overweight. In the other videos we will get much more specific. This is just an example to show you how the basic procedure works. And that's it.